So, if everyone could actually give me a favor right now, I'm actually trying to boost the stats on there. So actually, if you could all actually quickly, and I'll talk a little bit more about Twitch as part of it. But if you could all actually click, actually, let me make it easier for you guys to make a exact link to it. If you could actually turn it on and actually just mute the window, that'd be great. That way you'll be hearing everything.
Well, I'm sorry, what do you want us to do?
I just put a link in the chat.
Oh boy, we're back to that audio issue. We can't hear you, Evan. I'm sorry.
Like a gurgling Darth Vader.
Is that? I can't like pinpoint what the sound is like. Is that what it is? So can someone explain? And I might be embarrassing myself here, but can someone explain what Twitch is? Because I guess I'm just not up on it because I've not heard of Twitch yet.
It's Twitch TV. Evan has a channel on Twitch TV that you can subscribe to. And I was actually on Twitch TV yesterday on the Ed Comedy show.
How was that, Ella? I really so wanted to be there and I couldn't, but how was that?
It was very interesting. I was a judge for a panel of comedians, so think America's Got Talent, but for comedians. So I did warn that it was warned that it's not family fare. The comedians were very much adult conversation.
Hello, everyone. We're just getting started here. Had some audio problems. Fortunately.
About, doing like a go around at some point and figuring out, how we can relay and share with others what we are doing for each other. And we used to do that with a Google Doc and with a form. So we would have a form and we're probably going to reinstitute that next year. But we had a form that we would fill out to indicate what services from our group we've supported or we've, let's say, made a purchase from or engaged with. And that kind of helped to, give us an idea of revenue generation for our group as a whole. And the numbers were like really high. And it was really a great opportunity to see who's doing what, and how we can help each other out. For instance, I'm part of, many different businesses here. One of the daily, participation that I have is with the Yoli with Romaine and Yoli, and I'm doing the 28-day transformation. Don't hold me to that, guys, but I'm trying my best to do it. And, it's really about health and wellness, not just about a diet plan. And, I get that. And I've been, through others before, but I really like the plan and I've got great things to say about it. If anyone's looking for health and wellness and a transformation of any type, it doesn't have to be about losing weight. It can just be about getting healthy. There's others that have participated in the group with Yoli as well. So, that's just one, avenue that one colleague that I'm supporting here. And I support, many others. And I think it's really enriching and it's like so gratifying to be able to say, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z with my entrepreneur group. Evan, I see that you're back, so I'm just going to cut myself off and see if you're ready.
Is it okay now, or?
You sound good now.
All right, well, hopefully it stays that way. I've been okay all day. I'm meeting. But, anyway, Yeah, so let me share my screen again and we'll get started. Um, okay, so from beginning, here we go. So yes, hello everyone. My name is Evan Rabin. I'm a national chess master and owner of Premier Chess. Of course, all of you know me. And I'm going to talk about how we pivoted to the COVID-19 world. One thing that I've recognized, actually inspired by one of my rabbis, Mark Wild, the founder of Manhattan Jewish Experience, was we need to use this all as an opportunity, not a problem. So my business coach, Richard Pierce, the other day actually said something that was really inspirational to me. It's not the economy, it is your economy. A lot of people are saying it's COVID-19, things are not doing very well, things are a little hectic, but truth is, as Michael Deutsch, my other good friend, likes to say, you got to control the controllables. So everything that you do, as long as you adapt, the economy won't stop everything. There's always something to do to move forward. So Queen's Gambit has been obviously incredible. 62 million households around the world have seen it. We've actually got 20 plus inquiries per day. This is actually a link to my blog post. You could actually find it on the blog. I'll send it out after. And I actually designed this presentation yesterday, but actually today an article came out in the New York Times, which actually quoted me. It said, my friend Dylan McLean wrote the article, and it talks about girls getting into chess. I'm going to actually give the link here quickly to the Times article. Actually, I'll find it after the presentation, so you could find it. It basically said, demand for chess lessons has spiked. Evan Rabin, the founder of Premier Chess, said that enrollment in the fall virtual classes was up 50%, and from that, many of the inquiries are coming from women. So a lot of great stuff, is happening there. So virtual world, we've had 400 plus participants so far in a lot of our virtual classes. This one in particular is a semi-private group class. One of our instructors, Phil, who's actually our director of school programs, has been teaching that one. And we've actually had people from 6+ countries, from Canada, from the US, of course. We've had some students from Israel, one kid from Norway, people from all over. And from previous summer camps, we've had 150% growth. We've had, I think last year we had like 30 kids in our camp. This year we had 200. So, pretty substantial actually. So corporate classes, since the pandemic, we've done a few actually with Citigroup. We do classes at Kramer 11 once a month. Caitlin, you should actually recognize this photo. Caitlin was actually at this event 2 years ago, one that we did at UBS. And it was actually a phenomenal event. But corporate classes, we're still doing that, virtually, both lunch and learns and evening events. And we typically work with businesses with 50 plus employees that are looking for a nice vehicle for their employees to learn, critical thinking skills, and then also, networking with other lines of business. I worked at Oracle for 3 years doing enterprise sales. Some of you might know. And I actually didn't know, a lot of people in a lot of divisions, but I did meet them through Toastmasters and other networking organizations within Oracle. So that's what we help do with our corporate classes. So school programs. We've now signed 2 new contracts since the pandemic. A lot of our contracts have also, converted over. This is actually New American Academy Charter School in Brooklyn. That was actually a unique situation because we signed a contract with them last January to start in February. So they actually had, I think, 2 in-person lessons. And actually, Ryan Wilmette, you could see down with Miss Gibson, who was their chief lead instructor. He also became our director of virtual programs. They were actually the first one to actually convert to virtual, and we've really seen the program grow because of that. We had 20 kids in the program there, now we have 40. It's a big wait list. There's lots and lots of interest, and you can see they're motivated. So what's happening now? We have our virtual winter break camp coming up December 1st to January 1st. Similar to our summer camp, they're actually going to have East Coast or West Coast options. So it's actually from Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, we're currently, I think we have, I looked at the numbers like 2 hours ago, we're at like 50 enrolled. But it's going to be an 8-to-1 teacher ratio. My goal is to get at least 155. That's my goal. Actually said that today. So, yeah, 8-to-1 ratio, pre-K to 8th grade. Please do share this with, everyone, all parents, literally around the world. Obviously, New York, it's great. California, we have, great West Coast option. And then for Europe, it's actually great as well. We actually had several kids from the UK in our summer camp. It's actually our 9 to 12 session, which is around 3 to 6 or 2 to 5 Europe time, depending where you are. In our fall virtual classes, we had over about 100 people. So we're looking to constantly grow that. And we have our registration open for our winter classes, January to March, and spring, April to June. We already had, actually, I think probably about 15 people sign up for both. We gave a little bundle discount for those signing up for the winter and the spring. And really, there's something for everyone. We have 5 classes for kids, 3 for adults. Sorry, actually 4 for adults this time. 1 complete beginner adults, rookies. We have beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And one thing I want to actually point out is a majority of our people enrolled in our fall semester was actually adults. So I've actually had a lot of adults who were always curious, many of which I met in networking, and others. And this was a great, easy, cheap way for them to learn. So, yeah, please do spread it, on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, and then, of course, to really anyone from age 5 to 100 plus that you think would be interested in learning. We have a senior class on Fridays at 11 a.m. We actually had 13 people this last semester. So yeah, anyone from 5 to senior that is interested in chess. So in continuing with converting and keeping up with the times, we realize obviously pods is a very huge thing right now. So we're doing in-person and virtual pod extracurriculars all over the country, by the way. We just started with a pod in Los Angeles in person. We actually just hired a great LA instructor, Johnny. So yeah, pretty much all around the country, a little bit beyond as well. We have a lot of great stuff for pods. Of course, you can see here we're partnering with our 2 very close education partners in our group. Mike Pavlov, by the way, it's his 30th birthday today, so say happy birthday to him if you know him, and hands-on skills. So what else is going on? The podcast, soundcloud.com/premierchess. We've actually had Pauline, who obviously runs the group, on the podcast. about I think 2 months ago now. We talked a lot about education, and you can see here, from the top, and this already is outdated. We recorded 2 episodes yesterday. I started the podcast in January, and we're already at 115 episodes. Here we had an international master chess player, Jay Bonin, a good friend of mine, business coach, Michael Whitehouse. By the way, he's actually doing a virtual conference in February that I'll be speaking at, which I very much look forward to. I also had, just before this, you can't see it, episode 109 was with Bruce Pandolfini. Many of you likely saw Searching for Bobby Fischer. He was actually the teacher in the film. He was also just the advisor for Queen's Gambit. Speaking of which, I also just had an episode yesterday with Carla Berkowitz, who was the executive producer of Critical Thinking, which is another film that just came out about a Miami high school chess team. The last way I've been building a huge community is Twitch. So Twitch, by the way, yes, this is actually live on Twitch right now as well. But Twitch is actually primarily for video gamers. But my good friend Hikaru Nakamura, former U.S. champion and grandmaster, basically single-handedly brought chess onto Twitch. And it's a great way to build a community. Actually, several kids and adults in classes have found out about it through Twitch. I do very frequent live commentary of tournaments. This Saturday, I'm going to be playing a Chess in the Schools tournament at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and I'll be providing live commentary. And this Sunday at 2 o'clock, I'm actually going to be a guest master in residence for the Sunrise chess tournament that they're hosting. So I'm going to be providing some live analysis on the stream Sunday at 2 o'clock. Really for most people here, I really wouldn't actually recommend Twitch as a vehicle. I know Ella said she did something the other day. Actually one thing I actually learned the other day, I didn't even know this until I was, toying around. There's a lot of music people and in performance arts, on there as well. And as you could see, that's my camera on the top right. Follower down below, it's my Instagram and Facebook, my summer camp flyer. So it's a great way to build a community and network. Next steps. I'd love to schedule one-on-ones with everyone, in the group. If I can be of assistance in any way, certainly let me know. Also, please do reach out for a complimentary trial group class. We do have 2 weeks left of our fall group classes. I would love for all of you to be, my guest actually the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna put Caitlin on the spot. She already committed to next Monday, so she's not getting out. Especially when I said that live. But no, in all seriousness, would love to have everyone come check it out. Because frankly, I don't want people recommending me because we're in a group together. I want people recommending me because you've seen it. That could be so we have a youth novice class Mondays at 4 for your kids, and Mondays at 7 we have an adult beginner class, and at 8:15 we have an adult intermediate. And then starting in the winter, we're actually going to have a 4th adult option, which is an adult rookie class, as I mentioned before, and that's going to be on Sundays at 8 p.m. Actually. The low-hanging fruit way you could help us share our group classes and winter break camp on social media, but also, of course, directly to folks. Group classes really for all ages and skill levels. Winter break camp for pre-K to 8th grade. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. Any questions?
Evan, are you going to be placing me in the kids 4 o'clock group class?
Whatever you would like. No, you're going to be great for our adult beginner class.
All right, didn't know, wasn't sure.
Evan, when are you next on Twitch TV? When it's the regularly, you have a regular schedule?
Yeah, so in fact, one thing I've been meaning to do actually is get something so you could actually upload your schedule to Twitch. That's actually not something that done yet, but yeah, I'm on there a lot. I'll actually probably be streaming a lesson tomorrow actually at 4 o'clock, and then Saturday at 10 a.m. I'll be streaming a tournament. And then yeah, Sunday at 2 I'll be streaming as well. But the best thing actually, if you go to twitch.tv/Premier Chess and you click follow, you know, you'll be able to get like notifications when they come on and stuff.
Very good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Evan, that was outstanding. That was a super great presentation. Thank you so much. Very informative. There's so much going on. There's something for everybody of all ages. You know, really impressive. You know, really great way to, you know, showcase your business, and as well as show everyone how to, you know, we can model our presentation efforts, you know, I think after this, because this is a great presentation you did. So thank you very much for sharing and for speaking and you know, bringing us into your world of chess.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, you know, one thing I want to make, you know, very, very clear, you know, and I probably should have said this, you know, in the presentation itself, you know, in many ways, we're not a chess company. You know,
and there's Kenny Young, who made the play, had the 79-yard
you know, refer us when you hear someone, you know, asking about chess lessons. Honestly, it's a little bit more okay to do that now, just because with Queen's Gambit, everyone's asking about chess. Like, thank God. But you know, look, everyone has kids in schools, right? We should be in every single one of your schools. By the way, I just signed 3 contracts this week with public schools for virtual classes. So even, and one of those is a very poor school in Brownsville, Brooklyn. So every single school, like in some way, shape, or form, you know, could afford something, essentially. So yeah, I'm actually sharing my calendar link here. Let's book some meetings. Thank you, everyone.
All right, super.
Congratulations on your new contracts.
Thank you.
Okay, and this link, okay, so we got that.
Do they clap in chess, or is it like, how's it like compared to tennis and golf?
Not a lot of clapping. in Queen's Gambit, yes. In real life, no.
A little misleading. Great show though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started watching it. I have to finish where it was very, very, very engaging. Really great show. All right. Well, thank you so much, Evan. And, you know, just want to, you know, open the floor up to see if anybody has any questions.
There, by the way, is my blog post about Queen's Gambit. So certainly feel free to share that around as well and check it out for yourself.
Okay. Audrey has to go. Okay. Bye, Audrey. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Audrey. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, she had to light her Hanukkah candles, which I did right before this meeting, a little late, but got it done. Now I got to paint my menorah that I got from Pauline, who we were supposed to do a ceramic painting tomorrow, but like everyone, like we announced, she had to change her date until the 19th. I said, well, I can't wait to paint my menorah after Hanukkah's over. So I'm going to have to paint my menorah. And then I'll show everyone my beautiful menorah that she gave me to paint, plus some other little trinkets. So get your If you're looking to, do some painting, some ceramic painting, she still has spaces left for next week for the 19th.